And so off the tip, it's New York. And it's Hardy in it, the small forward. Now here's Freak.
It's a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And so here is New York. To the inside, Anthony. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
You know, it's always nice to get
some early success in the post.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Freak. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Philadelphia. He said a big part of this game will depend on how well they can slow down Carmelo Anthony. He added with his size and shooting coverages and show him different looks over the course of the game to try to keep him off balance. And guys, I guess we'll see how it works. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now here's Anthony. He had 19 points in the win against Toronto. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Pass to Hardy. Fires the three. Shot's good. So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to Cleveland.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys. Hey, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Heck, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
To the left wing. Let's go. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
So it's Philadelphia now. Following the basket by Freak.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And now Philadelphia on the break. Finished off the break. 5 points in the game.
Pretty passing.
There's the screen. Outside Anthony. To the paint. There's Freak. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his... passing skill there.
The 76ers trail by 3. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Booker comes in for Porzingis. Green, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Tony Roten in for Aaron Aflalo. Now here's Freak. He's coming off a 25-point game against Toronto. Clock at 4. Green, no luck. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Covington. He's covered by Roten. Good ball movement here by the 76ers.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Marshall's checked in. The 76ers trailing. Passes it to Holmes. 1:35 left here in the opening quarter. Here's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Covington. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Covington's got his first points of the game.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And it's Green missing.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
And so here is Philadelphia following the score by New York. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Freak, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
The Knicks making a switch here. Williams is checked in. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Raptors.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game. At least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Now Grant following the three-point attempt by Freak. Grant kicks to Marshall. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Grant, that's good.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Here's Freak. And no good. Trying to get that one. And that can... And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there having fun.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got Kendall Marshall. Noel is out there with Okafor. Then it's Bellamy. And it's Hardy in at the 3. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors got the job done. He ended with 25 points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. His coach said when he gets in the zone like he did, there is no stopping him. Just a dominating display from the star we're accustomed to seeing, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. Oh, we've got a moment here now, Kevin, to look back to last year's Knicks. First in free throw percentage, 11th in rebounding. And they were in the top half of the league in steals as well. Pretty impressive.
And don't forget how special they were at the foul line. Sometimes that could be an underrated stat, but they were tremendous, and it definitely sealed some wins down the stretch.
Inside, stolen. All alone. And the basket good. Freak's got 10 points.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it.
An update for us, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Andrew with the screen. Pass to Bellamy. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Anthony sets the pick for Freak to the middle. Okafor with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. And the pass to Hardy. It's deflected. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. That ties it up. Anthony's got 8 points.
Guys, they didn't waste that fast break opportunity. Good aggressive pass to get his teammate to the rim. I love it.
Okafor with the screen on a follow. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Knicks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Shot on the wing, and again it's New York.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
To the middle. Here's Okafor, and so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Free throw good. Okafor. A different look for New York. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. Gerald Green comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Tony Roten in for Aaron Aflalo. Good on both. Knicks have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Green with a screen for Freak. Off the pick. And it's Green missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Freak dishes to Green. Green with a screen for Freak. Jumper off the screen, and there's Green on the assist by Freak. Freak's got his 6th assist on the night. For Philadelphia, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Good. He has 5.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job. They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Green with a screen on Grant. Feeds it to O'Quinn. Here's Green, and the layup's good off the glass. Green's got the lead up to 5 now for the Knicks.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Covington kicks to Grant. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Fires the 3. And again, the three-point shot is good from Freak. And it's an 8-point Knicks lead.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Kicks to Okafor. No good again that time. That will count, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that. One on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus.
Welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. And the players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
Freak in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Anthony, and there's Robin Lopez, and it's a Flalo in at the 2 spot. That's Derek Fisher's 5 as we get going into the second half. The 76ers trail by 8. Pick by Okafor. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. He's got 9.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing.
The 76ers have gone. Three of 3 from the field since halftime. Pass to Hardy, off the screen. Shot is off, and New York will come the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
2 division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
This is definitely the first of many tonight. And in these first games, you always try to set the tone and take that mental and psychological edge.
Let's go quickly over the doors.
that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. If what he talked about is a true indication, the pick and roll is going to be their go-to play from now on. He sees that as being their best option offensively. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
And thank you, Doris. And a wide open look for Freak. And again, New York with the triple.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now, here's Marshall. Not a lot of room. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Booker. Here's a Flalo. Finished off the break.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of halves. They are rolling.
The 76ers trail by 16. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Anthony. Finished off the break. Anthony's got 10 points.
What a great start to the second half. They still haven't missed a field goal.
There's a screen by Noel. The feed to Landry. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. Marshall's got 3 assists in the game.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Move the ball.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes. From beyond the arc, the defense has to react. Quicker.
Marshall passes to Landry.
What are you doing? Stay down.
The 76ers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. No good on that one. For the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. New York with the ball. They're on a 17-4 run. So on the floor for Philadelphia. They've got Carl Landry. He's out there with Grant. Noel is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Hardy in at the 2-guard spot. There's a screen by Noel. Shot off the screen. Covington's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Noel, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
3-pointer, and he hits it from deep. 3 points. There from Freak. Freak's got 16 here in the second half.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Out to the right wing. Here's Grant. Nice shot from the wing. New York with the ball. They're on a 20-6 run. Here's Freak. And the Knicks hit it. Again from deep.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Here's McDaniels. The shot is off. Nice D from Williams. Here's Booker. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, I think.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Knicks.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
Your hope is to take charge of a season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0 with 3 games still left to play this year against the 76ers.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for free. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
There's the screen. McDaniels kicks to Noel, and he gets it to go.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And it's Freak missing.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Stay down. That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Knicks, McDaniels.
The free throw dropped for McDaniels. So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Freak. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in control.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille